As the last leg of 2020 begins, we enter the phase of celebrations, colors, laughter, and bondings. India is the global ambassador of festivities, and we are here to read out chapters from this novel. Stories of nostalgia, stories of culture, and stories of home. TNL Audio Stories presents the festive edition with trips across the country via its many festivals. Are you ready? For the first episode, we are taking you to Kolkata and showing you the glitz and glamour of Durga Puja through our lens. I woke up to a mildly chilly morning here in Himachal. Glimpses of the movie Kahani played in my head. I rewatched the brilliant film last night with a hot, piping plate of biryani for company. And before you ask, yes, it had a generous amount of flavorful aloo in it. I reached out to my phone and played Dhak sounds on Spotify to transform the energy of my space into something magical. Within minutes, I jumped out of the comfort of my blanket and burnt a Tibetan incense stick. The scented wisp soon engulfed me, reminding of the dhunochi used in Kolkata. Only thing missing was the subtle yet beautiful coconut smell. Less than a fortnight to go for Durga Puja. This is essentially the iconic celebration of good over evil. Since I can remember, Ma Durga has been synonymous with the word strength. In all forms, this is a festival of women and their remarkable vigor. This year, things are going to be different. But the passion that the locals possess for their Ma is beyond the shackles of any pandemic. While we wait to see how it all pans out, let's go on a virtual road trip on the streets of the City of Joy and relive the phenomenal experience that is Durga Puja. For many, the festival starts on Shashti, but for the locals, it starts on the occasion of Mahalaya, when families gather together in the house to listen to the tales of Ma Durga and Mahashasur. Even today, kids hurdle around the radio to hear the narrations, the story of Ma Durga's journey to earth. On Shashti, we take a walk around Kumartali, that is home to the craftsmen who create some of the most breathtaking idols of Durga. You can catch the processions taking their goddess home with pomp and show. It kind of reminds me of the welcoming of Lord Ganesha in Maharashtra. Well, after all, he is her son. Mahasaptami invites with it the call of turning this infamous laid-back city to use all its collective energy for the next 4 days. Most Prabashi Bengalis return to Kolkata with their families. Their leaves submitted a year in advance for this occasion. Houses are filled with the aroma of sweets and the constant chatter of teenagers telling tales about their colleges. It's a big reunion for friends, cousins, and lovers. Everyone now dresses up in newly purchased clothes, including you and me. But the best ornament of them all is a gleeful smile that never really leaves. The 8th day, or the Ashtami, is when people perform the largest aarti, the Pushpanjali. Boxes of local sweets, hand-woven saris, and garlands of flowers are kept at the feet of the goddess as chants envelop the surroundings. Your eyes start welling up a little as you feel the goosebumps of the aura that you're in. And the bhog will bind it all together with the perfect amount of taste and culture. At this moment, you notice two kinds of people. One lot that's busy with the traditions and rituals at Bonedi Barir Pujos, ensuring everything is done the right way. The mansions of the wealthy families donned with lights, color and gold. While the other lot trotting around from one pandal to the next to take in every flavor of creativity on display. A friend I recently spoke to told me, for her, Durga Puja is a big art installation. It's that time of the year when art is celebrated proudly. The imagination of the themes of the pandals continue to evolve every year. A little birdie told me years ago when Titanic was released, everyone waited eagerly at Salt Lake to enter the pandal that was based on the movie. I can say it with conviction that this year, Corona will probably be the showstopper. Amidst all this, let's not forget to head to Maddox Square to spend some quality time with our friends. And by that, I mean deep dive in a pool of nostalgic memories of Adda. As kids try their luck at the shooting range, we make our way to the many street food stalls. My stomach growls at the sight of chicken pakoda, fish fry, egg rolls, and obviously puchka. Crossing all boundaries of overeating and a few delicious burps later, I sneak out a small bottle of Jellosil to digest the tsunami I ate. Trust me, everyone has it on them during Durga Pujo. Meanwhile, it's almost midnight, and that means it's time for Navami. Shanti Pujo marks its beginning along with the lighting of 108 lamps and releasing 108 lotus blooms. The tranquility of standing on the edge of the lake with the loudest of the sounds behind you and watching the entire city glow up is magical. On the ninth day, we witness the graceful and strong Dhanoti Nach. Women drape themselves in the 9 yards of elegance of Lal Pashada saris and dance to their heart's content. Someone at this point politely asks you to come join them, and my advice would be to lose yourself completely. These are the moments that your future stories will be made of. Make the most of it. Bagh Bazaar is the place to be to watch married women play Sindoor Khela on the beats of the dhak and the occasional sound of the shank. Addas go on till wee hours of the morning among family and friends. Adda is a culture in Kolkata and people easily draw you in. On the last day, Dashami, we bid goodbye to Ma Durga on the banks of Ganga. Women dance to the rhythmic tunes, men play dhak beats on drums. Children try to catch the last few glimpses of Ma, and I stand there watching it all unfold. As the idols get immersed in water, many that are now eco-friendly, the sounds behind me slowly blur out. I continue standing there as everyone leaves, playing every memory of the last couple of days like an ancient Stark-roll movie. From binging on Aloo Dam to almost burning myself from the Dhanuchi, the experience remains etched forever. It's an emotion, an experience, a sense of eternal bliss and celebrations, and that is everything. The music stops and I realize my phone is now dead, signaling me to come back to my chilly morning. But I close my eyes to stay in those lanes for a bit, and I think you should too. Bolo Durga Ma ki joy, Ashche Bochor Abar Hobe. We'll meet Durga Ma next year, but we'll meet you next week with another reason to celebrate. Stay tuned to Travel and Leisure India.